Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to AutoMagic. I didn't think I'd be making another farm video for a long time, but given I promised in my last Cryptic Craft episode that I would be making an Amethyst Farm tutorial, I thought, why not? Let's just do one, it'll be fun. Amethyst shards, you can only get them from amethyst clusters that grow on budding amethyst, and you can mine them only with a pickaxe. That's the only tool you can mine them with. And in terms of drops from this farm, you have Silk Touch, which can give you one of each of the different stages of the amethyst buds and finally the amethyst cluster, with a wooden, stone or golden pickaxe that's completely unenchanted and doesn't have fortune, drops 2 amethyst shards in its final stage. For an iron, diamond or netherite unenchanted pickaxe, it gives 4 when it's in its final stage, and iron, diamond or netherite pickaxe with fortune 3 gives 4 to 16 in its final stage. So that comes to an average of about 8.9. I've just put 9 here for simplicity. You can't get anything else from any of these 3 first stages. They don't give anything if you mine them with fortune. Moving on, we have the different stuff you can make with amethyst shards. Now you have obviously the block of amethyst that requires a 2x2 of amethyst shards. You have spyglasses that only require 1 and then 2 copper ingots underneath. And then you have 2 tinted glass that you can get from having 4 amethyst shards all around a glass block. Another great thing about this block is when you place it down, it makes lovely noises. When you break it as well, it makes awesome noises. And that's great. And in terms of the size of this farm, it literally depends on the size of the geode. For the materials required for this farm, in terms of the bare minimum, you want a couple of stacks of scaffolding, 2 water buckets, 2 chests, a decent pickaxe, so here we have an efficiency 5 pickaxe, and a stack or so of torches. You won't need the stack, just bring some torches. That's usually what you're doing when you're caving anyway. If you're specifically looking for a geode, it's best to go into caves. For recommended stuff, I would bring with you a Silk Touch pickaxe, Fortune 3 pickaxe, and Depth Strider 3 boots. You really want those are pretty useful. If your Amethyst Geode is underwater, then I'd recommend making a conduit and having an Aqua Affinity Respiration 3 diamond helmet. You don't need the Respiration 3 if you have the conduit, but if you don't have a conduit, make sure you get Respiration 3 on there so you can increase your time you spend in the actual geode. Now, a good question that is probably going to be asked is, why do it manually? Why use a pickaxe? You can obtain it using pistons, for instance, and here's the reason why. The rates with pistons are rubbish. If we try this here, it drops 2, and it will only ever drop 2. We had 4 before, and it won't ever drop any more than that, any less, which means that if we were to do a full harvest on one of these budding amethysts with pistons alone and with redstone alone, we'd be getting 12, which is the same as what you'd get if you were using a wooden, stone or golden pickaxe, which is not a good rate. That's a rubbish rate. We already saw that over there, that wooden, stone and golden pickaxes unenchanted give barely anything, whereas if we have a Fortune 3 diamond pickaxe here, can mine this. Here we just got 16 from that one, and you'll see that at the minimum we have 24 from a full harvest, which is 2 times more than with redstone. The average is about 54, which is 4.5 times more than redstone, and the maximum is 96, which is 8 times more. So you could be getting anything from 2 to 8 times more using Fortune 3 than using this rubbish redstone. So if you're wondering why there aren't any redstone components, that's why. And apart from that, I mean, we might as well just get into it. Okay, so very importantly, the first thing you want to keep in mind is that you can only mine and farm amethyst shards and amethyst clusters in amethyst geodes. You can't do it anywhere else but in an amethyst geode, so you need to find one first, and that's very important. So for instance, I don't know, ooh, look, an Amethyst Geode. I wonder if that was staged or not for the purpose of this clip. And you can drop in. We'll want to get rid of this lava right here. And the first thing we want to do is carve out all of the amethyst blocks. Don't touch this budding amethyst. Now with all of that done, with all of the blocks of amethyst removed, as you can see we've got rid of every single one. All that's left are the budding amethysts, and looking at it now I can see a block of amethyst right up there. The next step is to get rid of the calcite and the smooth basalt. So you want this place to be as open as possible to allow for as many sides of this budding amethyst to be exposed. That is the ultimate goal here. That's why we're getting rid of the basalt and the calcite and the blocks of amethyst. Right, now that we have all these smooth basalt mined and all of the blocks of amethyst mined and all of the calcite mined, goodness, there's a lot of stuff here. You can see we're left with this really rather large area. The first thing you want to do is you want to gauge how big the area you need for this farm is going to be. You need to be looking at the bottom, you need to be looking at how far down these amethyst buds are. You wouldn't want a floor that comes out at this level because it would be blocking these. So you might want to have it at this level. Make sure you grab some stone or some cobblestone, or you could even reuse some of this calcite, some of this smooth basalt. You could even reuse the blocks of amethyst. You can make it look really nice. But you just want to be taking into account sort of the extremities of this farm, seeing how far it comes out. So for instance, I might want to do a wall here. I think we're pretty much ready to start getting all the stone walls in and stone in so that we can encase this and keep it nice and neat. And the first thing you want to do is just make sure that areas that you've exposed before but are not planning on keeping and being shown in the actual farm are well lit up. If you're not going to fill them in, make sure they're well lit up because you don't want stuff spawning everywhere. Now I have finished, I've walled everything up, it's looking pretty nice in here. We're going to make an infinite water source right here that we're going to use. Let's grab our other bucket. Okay, there we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to carve out this right here, and we're going to fill this layer in with water so that when you jump off you land in water and you don't have to take any unnecessary damage, because that's not the idea of this farm. Once you've got all of that ready, you can start putting your water buckets in. Now the next thing we want to do is we need to strategically think where we want to put scaffolding so that we can reach the most amethyst without having to climb the least scaffolding. So this here, for instance, don't need to worry, we can reach this, we can also reach all of this, but we can't reach the top of this one, so you might want to have that here so that when this one grows up, although it hasn't, we can reach this one too. And now that we've got this here, we can also reach all of these here, and that's great. We could maybe make it go higher so that we can then reach this one, and then we can also reach this one. Keep going up. We could also maybe reach these and these, and we could just jump on here to collect them and then jump down when we're ready. If you need to place it inside the water layer, just place down a block and then have some scaffolding going up from there. I'm inclined to say now that there is in fact enough scaffolding to be able to reach everything here. No worries, and if I fall it's fine, I'll just end up in the water. You might want to get some torches in if you feel like it's a bit too dark. I personally might find this, and you might too, somewhere kind of a ways away from your base, or not quite next to your base. So you might want to connect it up to the Nether. On the Cryptic Craft server, I'm sure you guys saw, it's only about 10 blocks away in the Nether, but it saves me so much time having to go down to a cave and find this place each time. Once you've maybe placed a Nether portal in, just place down a chest, double chest if you need it, and you can start chipping away at all these. I spent around an hour here and I got around 9 stacks of amethyst shards. So, you know, that's 9 stacks of telescopes. That's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. I hope you guys did enjoy this little farm tutorial. I just thought I wanted to make this for you guys to show you that even though you're not doing something automatically, you can still get so much stuff from it. And honestly, it's a great experience being able to do it manually, because you still get to listen to the little tinkle that they make every time. It's such a nice looking block, and everything's so nice looking, like the crystals and the shards and everything, that I think honestly doing it manually is definitely the way to go. So apart from that, leave a comment if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of this video. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Maybe subscribe, that would be cool. I'm thinking we can get to 110 by the end of July. That seems doable, so make sure you do that if you want to. And apart from that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!